Have you ever wondered whether 3 simple foods mentioned throughout the Bible could also support your heart according to today's trusted scientific research and nutrition experts? Millions of older Americans faithfully read scripture every day, yet many never realize certain biblical foods continue attracting attention from modern heart health researchers. Today's video explores 3 remarkable foods connected with biblical history while comparing them with current scientific evidence supporting healthy aging and cardiovascular wellness after 60. This information is educational and should never replace advice from your physician, especially if you have heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, or medications. By combining biblical wisdom with responsible medical knowledge, you can make informed choices supporting your physical health while appreciating timeless spiritual lessons from Scripture every day. Surprisingly, many foods praised by nutrition experts today were already familiar to people living thousands of years ago throughout the lands described in the Bible. Although biblical writers never claimed these foods could cure disease, they often represented God's provision, nourishment, abundance, gratitude, and faithful daily care for His people. Modern scientists now study many naturally occurring nutrients found inside these traditional foods, discovering fascinating connections with cardiovascular health, healthy aging, and overall wellness for seniors. As we count down today's 3 biblical foods, stay until the end because our final selection continues receiving remarkable attention from nutrition researchers around the world. You may already enjoy these foods regularly without realizing they appear within biblical history and continue inspiring conversations among healthcare professionals and registered dietitians today. Before revealing our first food, consider one important biblical principle often forgotten in today's busy world: caring responsibly for the body entrusted to each person. Throughout Scripture, food often symbolizes blessing, fellowship, gratitude, celebration, hospitality, and faithful dependence upon God's daily provision rather than unnecessary excess or wasteful indulgence. Modern medicine similarly reminds us that long-term eating patterns usually matter much more than occasional meals when protecting our hearts throughout the aging process after retirement. Small healthy decisions repeated consistently over months and years frequently produce greater benefits than dramatic short-term diets promising unrealistic overnight improvements or miraculous health transformations. Our countdown begins with an ingredient treasured for centuries across biblical regions and still considered one of today's most researched heart-friendly dietary choices available worldwide. Number 3 on today's list is extra virgin olive oil, a traditional staple closely associated with everyday life throughout many biblical communities and family meals. Olive trees represented endurance, peace, prosperity, and faithful provision because they supplied food, oil, light, and valuable resources supporting families across generations within biblical lands. One well-known biblical passage describing the Promised Land includes olive trees among its abundant blessings, highlighting their importance within everyday life and grateful living. While Scripture emphasizes gratitude and provision, modern researchers investigate olive oil because of naturally occurring monounsaturated fats and beneficial plant compounds called polyphenols supporting cardiovascular wellness. Extra virgin olive oil contains significantly higher levels of protective plant compounds than heavily refined varieties, making quality an important consideration when choosing products for everyday meals. Research consistently associates Mediterranean-style eating patterns, including olive oil, with improved cardiovascular outcomes when combined with vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, and physically active lifestyles. Remember, olive oil supports overall dietary patterns instead of acting like medicine, making balanced nutrition far more important than depending upon any single food alone. Drizzling extra virgin olive oil over colorful vegetables or fresh salads provides delicious flavor while replacing less nutritious fats commonly consumed within highly processed convenience foods today. Many American seniors discover simple ingredient substitutions become easier to maintain than restrictive diets requiring unrealistic sacrifices or eliminating every favorite meal from daily routines completely. If your physician recommends limiting dietary fat for specific medical reasons, always follow personalized guidance before making significant nutritional changes based upon general educational information presented online. Another remarkable quality of olive oil involves its versatility because it complements vegetables, beans, fish, whole grains, and numerous heart-conscious recipes enjoyed throughout modern kitchens everywhere. Biblical wisdom encourages gratitude for daily nourishment, while scientific evidence reminds us thoughtful food choices gradually influence lifelong health through consistent habits instead of quick solutions. Every healthy meal becomes another opportunity to honor your body responsibly while appreciating both timeless spiritual wisdom and carefully conducted nutrition research supporting wiser lifestyle decisions. Our second biblical food may surprise many viewers because it appears ordinary. Yet researchers continue studying its impressive combination of fiber, minerals, and naturally occurring antioxidants carefully. Before revealing it, consider subscribing because every week we explore practical health information respectfully connected with biblical wisdom and supported by reliable scientific understanding for older adults. Number 2 on today's countdown is the humble fig, a fruit appearing repeatedly throughout biblical history and deeply connected with everyday agricultural life across ancient communities. Fig trees frequently symbolize peace, security, stability, and abundant blessing because families often gathered beneath their shade during seasons of rest, fellowship, and grateful conversation together. Beyond their biblical significance, fresh and dried figs naturally provide dietary fiber, potassium, and beneficial plant compounds supporting balanced nutrition within varied heart-conscious eating patterns today. Potassium plays an important role helping regulate normal body functions, especially when combined with overall healthy eating patterns recommended by qualified healthcare professionals and registered dietitians. Dietary fiber supports digestive health while encouraging satisfying meals, making it easier for many older adults to maintain balanced eating habits throughout retirement and active aging. Naturally sweet figs may also satisfy dessert cravings, helping some individuals reduce dependence upon heavily processed sweets containing excessive added sugars and unnecessary saturated fats regularly. Portion awareness remains important because dried figs contain concentrated natural sugars, making moderation a wise principle, supported by both nutrition science and biblical teachings regarding self-control. Choosing whole, minimally processed foods more frequently often creates healthier long-term dietary patterns than relying heavily upon packaged snacks filled with excessive sodium and preservatives daily. Next, we'll discover the final biblical-inspired food receiving remarkable scientific attention while exploring why many nutrition professionals regularly recommend including similar foods within balanced eating patterns. You might already have this powerful heart-supporting food inside your kitchen today without realizing its remarkable nutritional value and meaningful connection with biblical principles of wholesome nourishment. Number 1 on our biblical foods list is walnuts, a nutrient-dense tree nut now widely studied for its potential cardiovascular benefits in modern nutritional science. Although walnuts are not directly named in Scripture, they fit naturally within biblical descriptions of nuts, seeds, and tree produce consumed in ancient agricultural societies. Researchers today are particularly interested in walnuts because they contain plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid, which supports overall heart and vascular health. Omega-3 fatty acids are associated with maintaining healthy cholesterol levels when consumed as part of a balanced diet alongside other nutrient-rich whole foods regularly. Many healthcare professionals recommend replacing highly processed snack foods with natural nuts like walnuts to support healthier eating patterns among older adults managing cardiovascular risk factors. Biblical principles often emphasize moderation, gratitude, and mindful eating habits, which align closely with modern nutrition guidance encouraging balanced portions rather than excessive consumption of any single food. Walnuts also provide antioxidants that help the body manage oxidative stress, a natural process studied extensively in aging populations and cardiovascular health research studies worldwide today. Oxidative stress occurs when free radicals accumulate in the body, and antioxidant-rich foods may help support the body's natural protective mechanisms over time. While walnuts are not a miracle solution, they represent one component of a heart-conscious dietary pattern supported by decades of observational and clinical nutritional research evidence. Combining walnuts with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains creates a nutrient-dense eating pattern similar to traditional Mediterranean-style diets often recommended by cardiology experts globally. Portion control remains important because walnuts are calorie-dense, meaning even healthy foods should be consumed thoughtfully within appropriate daily nutritional guidelines for individual health needs. Many seniors find adding small servings of walnuts to breakfast oatmeal or salads is an easy, sustainable habit supporting long-term dietary improvements without major lifestyle disruption. Now that we've explored our 3 biblical foods, let's connect their combined benefits with broader heart health principles supported by both scripture and modern medical research. The Bible frequently emphasizes wisdom, discipline, and stewardship of the body, encouraging believers to treat physical health as part of a responsible and grateful lifestyle. Modern medicine similarly highlights prevention, showing that daily food choices significantly influence long-term cardiovascular outcomes more than isolated interventions or short-term dietary changes alone consistently. When we align spiritual wisdom with scientific understanding, we gain a more complete perspective on how to care for our bodies throughout the aging process. Heart disease remains one of the leading health concerns among adults over 60 in the United States, making nutrition education especially important for this age group. Simple dietary improvements, when practiced consistently, may contribute to better overall wellness, energy levels, and quality of life during retirement years for many older adults today. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts each contribute different nutritional benefits, yet all support the broader goal of maintaining balanced, heart-conscious eating patterns over time. Rather than focusing on strict diets, many experts recommend sustainable habits that individuals can maintain long-term without feeling deprived or overwhelmed by unrealistic restrictions daily. Biblical teachings often encourage patience, self-control, and gratitude, qualities that naturally support healthier relationships with food and more mindful eating behaviors throughout daily life experiences. Scientific research also supports mindful eating practices, showing that awareness during meals can improve digestion, satisfaction, and long-term dietary consistency in many individuals studied. When older adults combine faith-based principles with evidence-based nutrition, they often develop more balanced perspectives on health that reduce anxiety about food choices and restrictions. It is important to remember that no single food determines health outcomes, but rather the overall pattern of eating, lifestyle, and medical care over time. Regular physical activity, adequate sleep, stress management, and hydration all work together with nutrition to support cardiovascular wellness in aging populations according to clinical research. Walking daily, even for short periods, has been shown in numerous studies to support heart health, circulation, and overall physical function in older adults consistently. Stress reduction is another important factor, as chronic stress may negatively affect cardiovascular health, making emotional and spiritual well-being equally important in holistic health approaches. Prayer, meditation, and reflection are commonly practiced by many older adults and may contribute to emotional calmness and reduce stress levels in daily living situations. While spiritual practices are not medical treatments, they can provide emotional support and encourage healthier coping mechanisms during challenging life circumstances experienced in aging years. Combining practical nutrition with meaningful spiritual reflection can create a balanced lifestyle approach that supports both physical health and emotional resilience over time effectively. Many people find that gratitude before meals encourages slower eating and greater appreciation for food, which may support better digestion and portion awareness naturally. The Bible often highlights gratitude as an important virtue, encouraging individuals to recognize daily blessings, including nourishment, relationships, and opportunities for healthy living experiences. Modern psychology also recognizes gratitude as a factor associated with improved mental well-being, stress reduction, and greater life satisfaction among older adults in research studies. Heart health is not only physical but also deeply connected to emotional and psychological well-being, making holistic care especially important for seniors today. Nutrition education continues evolving as researchers discover more about how dietary patterns influence inflammation, cholesterol balance, and long-term cardiovascular outcomes across diverse populations globally. Inflammation is a natural immune response, but chronic inflammation may contribute to health challenges, making anti-inflammatory foods an important area of nutritional research interest. Foods like walnuts and olive oil are frequently studied for their potential role in supporting balanced inflammatory responses within the body over extended periods. Fig consumption also contributes beneficial fiber and phytonutrients that support overall digestive and metabolic health, reinforcing the importance of plant-based foods in balanced diets. Together, these three biblical foods represent a powerful example of how traditional dietary patterns often align with modern nutritional science and heart health recommendations today. In the final section, we will summarize key takeaways and explore how you can practically apply these principles in your daily meals, starting immediately. Applying biblical foods to modern meals does not require complex planning, but instead involves simple, consistent choices that support long-term cardiovascular health and overall wellness. Many older adults feel overwhelmed by nutrition advice, yet focusing on a few whole foods like olive oil, figs, and walnuts can simplify healthy eating. Consistency matters more than perfection because small daily improvements in dietary habits often create significant long-term benefits for heart health and general physical well-being. Nutrition experts often emphasize dietary patterns rather than individual foods, meaning the combination of ingredients matters more than isolated consumption of any single item alone. The Mediterranean-style eating pattern closely aligns with biblical food traditions and includes olive oil, fruits, nuts, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein sources regularly. This pattern has been extensively studied and is associated with improved cardiovascular outcomes, especially among aging populations seeking sustainable dietary approaches for long-term wellness goals. While food choices are important, hydration also plays a key role in maintaining healthy circulation, digestion, and overall bodily function throughout the aging process consistently. Drinking sufficient water daily supports metabolic processes and helps the body efficiently transport nutrients from healthy foods like those discussed in this biblical nutrition guide. Many seniors underestimate hydration needs, especially when aging reduces natural thirst signals, making intentional water consumption an important part of daily health maintenance routines. Sleep quality is another major factor influencing heart health, as poor sleep has been linked in research studies with increased cardiovascular risk over time. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule can support hormonal balance, energy levels, and emotional stability, all of which indirectly contribute to better heart health outcomes. Biblical teachings often emphasize rest and Sabbath principles, reflecting the importance of recovery, balance, and intentional pauses within a busy and stressful modern lifestyle. Modern science similarly confirms that adequate rest is essential for cardiovascular repair processes and overall physiological recovery during aging years and later life stages. Stress management remains critical because chronic stress can contribute to elevated blood pressure and negatively impact long-term heart health if left unmanaged over extended periods. Techniques such as deep breathing, prayer, meditation, and gentle movement can help reduce stress levels and support emotional balance in daily life situations effectively. Many individuals find spiritual practices particularly helpful for maintaining calmness, especially when dealing with health concerns, aging challenges, or lifestyle transitions in later years. While these practices do not replace medical treatment, they can complement healthy living strategies by supporting emotional resilience and reducing psychological stress burdens. Physical activity remains one of the most powerful tools for maintaining cardiovascular health, with walking being especially accessible for older adults of varying fitness levels. Regular movement supports circulation, helps maintain healthy weight, and improves overall energy levels, making it an essential part of a heart-conscious lifestyle approach. Even light daily activity, such as walking in your neighborhood or stretching at home, can contribute meaningfully to long-term cardiovascular wellness when practiced consistently. Combining physical activity with nutrient-rich foods creates a powerful synergy that supports overall health more effectively than focusing on either factor alone independently. This holistic approach aligns with both modern medical recommendations and biblical principles emphasizing stewardship of the body, gratitude, and balanced living habits throughout life. Many people underestimate how small lifestyle changes accumulate over time, gradually improving heart health and reducing risk factors associated with aging-related cardiovascular conditions. Instead of drastic diet overhauls, experts encourage gradual improvements that are realistic, enjoyable, and sustainable for long-term adherence among older adult populations globally today. Understanding food labels can also empower healthier choices, especially when comparing processed foods with whole food alternatives like nuts, fruits, and natural oils regularly. Processed foods often contain higher levels of sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats, which may negatively affect cardiovascular health when consumed frequently over long periods. Choosing whole foods more often helps reduce exposure to unnecessary additives while increasing intake of essential nutrients that support heart and metabolic function naturally. Biblical wisdom often encourages discernment and self-control, qualities that align closely with mindful food selection and responsible dietary decision-making in everyday life situations. In modern nutritional science, self-regulation and awareness are recognized as important factors influencing long-term dietary success and healthier lifestyle outcomes across populations studied. Seniors who adopt mindful eating habits often report greater satisfaction with meals, improved digestion, and better awareness of hunger and fullness cues naturally over time. Emotional eating can sometimes become more common with age due to loneliness, stress, or routine changes, making awareness especially important for maintaining healthy habits. Social connection also plays an important role in overall wellness, as shared meals and relationships contribute positively to emotional and physical health outcomes. Many biblical narratives emphasize community meals and fellowship, highlighting the importance of connection, gratitude, and shared nourishment within daily life experiences historically. Modern research supports this idea, showing that social engagement is associated with improved mental health and potentially better cardiovascular outcomes among older adults consistently. Eating habits should always be viewed within the broader context of lifestyle, including sleep, activity, stress, hydration, and emotional well-being for full health perspective. No single food or practice guarantees perfect health, but together they form a pattern that supports longevity and improved quality of life over time. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts serve as practical examples of how simple ingredients can carry both historical significance and modern nutritional value simultaneously today. By incorporating these foods thoughtfully, individuals can build meals that are both enjoyable and aligned with evidence-based recommendations for heart health maintenance long-term. The key takeaway is balance, consistency, and awareness, rather than perfection or strict adherence to restrictive dietary rules that may be difficult to maintain. In the final section, we will conclude this journey with actionable steps and a simple daily plan to apply these biblical nutrition principles effectively. Now that we understand the 3 biblical foods and their scientific relevance, let's turn those insights into a simple, practical daily eating plan for seniors. The goal is not complexity, but consistency, using easily available ingredients that support heart health without overwhelming your daily routine or grocery planning habits. Start your morning with a heart-friendly breakfast that includes whole grains, a small portion of nuts, and natural fruit whenever possible each day. Adding a few walnuts to oatmeal or yogurt provides healthy fats and protein that help sustain energy and support cardiovascular wellness throughout the morning hours. Olive oil can be used as a simple replacement for butter or margarine when preparing eggs, vegetables, or light breakfast sautéed foods at home. This small substitution aligns with both modern nutritional research and traditional Mediterranean eating patterns associated with improved heart health outcomes in aging populations worldwide today. For lunch, focus on balanced meals that include vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats, keeping portions moderate while prioritizing whole, minimally processed ingredients overall. A salad drizzled with olive oil and topped with walnuts creates a nutrient-dense meal that supports cardiovascular health while remaining simple and easy to prepare. Adding figs, either fresh or dried in moderation, can provide natural sweetness and fiber while reducing reliance on processed desserts or sugary packaged snacks daily. Many seniors find that gradually reducing processed sugars helps stabilize energy levels and may support better metabolic health over time when combined with balanced eating habits. Hydration throughout the day remains essential, so aim to drink water regularly rather than waiting until thirst becomes noticeable, especially during warm weather conditions. Dinner should ideally be lighter than earlier meals, focusing on easily digestible foods that support rest, recovery, and stable overnight metabolic function during sleep. Incorporating olive oil into cooked vegetables at dinner enhances flavor while providing beneficial fats that support heart health, according to current nutritional research findings. A small serving of nuts or fruit can serve as a healthier alternative to processed evening snacks that often contain excess sodium or sugar. Biblical principles often emphasize moderation in evening routines, encouraging rest, reflection, and gratitude rather than overindulgence or unnecessary late-night eating habits that disrupt sleep. Sleep quality improves when the body is not overloaded with heavy or processed foods late at night, allowing natural recovery processes to function effectively. Many older adults experience improved digestion and comfort when they adopt earlier dinner times combined with lighter meals and reduced evening snack consumption patterns. Gentle evening walks after dinner can support circulation, digestion, and relaxation, contributing positively to both physical and emotional well-being in aging individuals consistently. Prayer or quiet reflection before bedtime may help reduce stress levels, supporting a calm mind and improved readiness for restful sleep throughout the night. Stress reduction techniques are especially important for cardiovascular health, as chronic stress can contribute to elevated blood pressure and long-term heart-related health concerns. Combining spiritual reflection with healthy habits creates a balanced lifestyle approach that supports both emotional peace and physical wellness in daily life routines. Modern research continues to highlight the importance of holistic health approaches that integrate nutrition, activity, sleep, and emotional well-being for optimal aging outcomes. Instead of focusing on restriction, this approach encourages abundance through nutrient-rich foods that nourish the body while still allowing enjoyment of meals and flavors. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts serve as practical examples of how simple ingredients can be incorporated into multiple meals throughout the day effectively. These foods are not exotic or expensive, making them accessible options for most households seeking to improve dietary quality without major financial burden. Biblical wisdom often emphasizes stewardship, encouraging individuals to care responsibly for their bodies as part of a faithful and intentional lifestyle commitment. This mindset aligns closely with modern preventive medicine, which focuses on reducing disease risk through consistent healthy behaviors rather than reactive treatment alone later. Small, consistent improvements in diet and lifestyle are more sustainable than extreme changes that are difficult to maintain over long periods of time. Seniors often benefit most from realistic goals that prioritize gradual progress, enjoyment, and long-term adherence rather than strict or overly complicated dietary systems. Emotional satisfaction with food plays an important role in adherence, making it essential to choose healthy foods that still feel enjoyable and fulfilling. Many traditional biblical foods naturally meet this requirement, offering flavor, nutrition, and cultural meaning that enhance both physical and emotional satisfaction during meals. Food can be both nourishing and meaningful, serving as a reminder of gratitude, community, and the importance of mindful daily living practices. As we continue applying these principles, it becomes clear that heart health is influenced by many interconnected factors working together over time consistently. Nutrition is only one part of a broader lifestyle approach that includes movement, rest, stress management, hydration, and emotional well-being for optimal results. When these elements are balanced, individuals often experience improved energy, better mood, and greater confidence in managing their health during aging years effectively. The combination of biblical wisdom and scientific research provides a unique perspective that encourages both spiritual reflection and practical health decision-making daily. This integrated approach helps reduce confusion, often caused by conflicting dietary advice found across media, social platforms, and various health information sources online. Instead of following trends, focusing on timeless principles leads to more stable and sustainable health habits that support aging with dignity and independence. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts represent just the beginning of many possible biblical-inspired foods that can support heart-conscious eating patterns in modern life. In our final section, we will summarize key insights and provide a simple message to help you confidently apply everything you've learned today. As we move toward the conclusion of this journey, it's important to reflect on how small daily choices shape long-term heart health outcomes significantly. Every meal represents an opportunity to support your body with nutrients that promote energy, circulation, and overall cardiovascular wellness throughout the aging process naturally. The foods we explored today, olive oil, figs, and walnuts, each bring unique nutritional benefits that work together within a balanced dietary lifestyle pattern. None of these foods should be viewed as a cure or replacement for medical treatment, but rather supportive components of a healthy eating routine. Biblical teachings consistently emphasize wisdom, moderation, and gratitude, all of which align with modern nutrition principles, encouraging balanced and mindful eating habits daily. When faith-based principles and scientific understanding come together, they create a more complete approach to health that supports both body and spirit effectively. This integrated perspective helps older adults make informed choices without feeling overwhelmed by conflicting information often found across modern health and nutrition discussions. Heart health remains one of the most important priorities for adults over 60, especially given the increasing prevalence of cardiovascular conditions in aging populations. Fortunately, research consistently shows that lifestyle factors can significantly influence heart health outcomes even later in life when changes are made consistently and gradually. Dietary improvements are among the most impactful changes individuals can make, especially when focusing on whole foods rather than heavily processed convenience products daily. Olive oil continues to stand out in research studies for its association with improved cardiovascular markers when used as part of balanced eating patterns. Figs contribute valuable fiber and natural sweetness that can support digestion and reduce dependence on refined sugars commonly found in processed desserts and snacks. Walnuts provide essential fatty acids and plant-based nutrients that support brain and heart health, making them a valuable addition to daily dietary routines. Together, these foods reflect a broader pattern of natural, minimally processed nutrition that aligns with both traditional dietary wisdom and modern scientific recommendations. Beyond food, lifestyle factors such as physical activity, hydration, and sleep quality also play essential roles in maintaining cardiovascular health and overall well-being. Even simple daily habits like walking can significantly improve circulation and heart function when practiced consistently over time by older adults in regular routines. Stress management is equally important, as chronic stress can negatively affect blood pressure and overall cardiovascular stability, if not addressed through healthy coping strategies. Spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, and reflection may help reduce stress and promote emotional balance, contributing indirectly to better heart health outcomes. Many individuals find comfort and strength in faith-based routines, which can provide emotional stability during challenging health or life transitions in later years. While these practices are not medical treatments, they can complement healthy lifestyle choices and support a more balanced and peaceful daily living experience. Gratitude is another powerful principle found in both scripture and modern psychology, associated with improved mental health and greater life satisfaction among older adults. Taking time to appreciate meals, relationships, and daily blessings can positively influence emotional well-being and encourage more mindful eating habits over time. Mindful eating helps individuals recognize hunger cues, reduce overeating, and develop healthier relationships with food, especially important during aging and lifestyle transitions. Many seniors benefit from slowing down during meals, focusing on taste, texture, and nourishment rather than rushing through eating routines without awareness or presence. This practice aligns naturally with biblical principles of gratitude and intentional living, reinforcing the connection between spiritual awareness and physical well-being together. Social connection also plays a vital role in heart health, as isolation can negatively affect both mental and physical health outcomes in older populations. Sharing meals with family, friends, or community members encourages emotional support and enhances the enjoyment of food while strengthening meaningful relationships over time. Biblical narratives often highlight the importance of fellowship and shared meals, reflecting the value of community in sustaining both emotional and spiritual health. Modern research supports this idea, showing that strong social connections are linked with improved longevity and better cardiovascular outcomes in aging populations worldwide. Ultimately, heart health is not determined by a single food or habit, but by a consistent combination of choices made over many years. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts are simply starting points for building a broader lifestyle centered on nourishment, balance, and long-term wellness principles. The most important message is that small, consistent improvements matter more than perfection or strict dietary rules that are difficult to maintain long-term. Every positive choice contributes gradually to overall well-being, reinforcing the idea that health is built slowly through daily habits and mindful decisions consistently. Biblical wisdom encourages patience and perseverance, reminding us that meaningful growth often happens through steady progress rather than sudden or extreme transformations in life. Science supports this view, showing that sustainable lifestyle changes produce better long-term outcomes compared to rapid, restrictive, or unsustainable diet programs or interventions. By combining these perspectives, individuals can approach health with confidence, clarity, and a sense of purpose rooted in both faith and evidence-based understanding. This balanced approach reduces confusion and empowers older adults to make choices that align with their values, beliefs, and health goals simultaneously and effectively. As you continue your journey, remember that every meal is an opportunity to care for your body and honor the life you've been given. Simple foods like olive oil, figs, and walnuts remind us that nature often provides exactly what we need for nourishment and long-term wellness support. In our final section, we will bring everything together with a clear conclusion and a simple message to guide your daily heart-healthy lifestyle moving forward. As we conclude today's journey, remember that true heart health is built through daily choices, guided by wisdom, balance, and consistent intentional living practices. The three biblical foods we explored: olive oil, figs, and walnuts offer simple yet powerful ways to support a heart-conscious lifestyle every single day. Each of these foods carries both historical significance and modern scientific support, making them valuable additions to a balanced eating pattern for older adults. However, no single food alone determines health outcomes, and overall lifestyle habits remain the most important factor in long-term cardiovascular wellness and aging health. Biblical wisdom encourages gratitude, moderation, stewardship of the body, principles that align closely with modern preventive medicine and nutritional science recommendations today. When combined thoughtfully, faith-based principles and evidence-based nutrition create a strong foundation for healthier living and improved quality of life in later years. It is always important to consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes, especially if you are managing chronic conditions or medications regularly. Your doctor can help personalize dietary recommendations based on your unique health needs, ensuring safety while still encouraging healthier food choices and lifestyle improvements. Small, consistent improvements are often more effective than extreme diets, making sustainable habits the key to long-term success in heart health management. Choosing whole foods more often, reducing processed items, and staying physically active can collectively make a meaningful difference in overall well-being and energy levels. Many seniors find that simple routines are easier to maintain, especially when they focus on enjoyable foods and realistic lifestyle adjustments over time. Spiritual practices such as prayer or reflection can provide emotional stability, helping reduce stress levels that may otherwise impact cardiovascular health negatively over time. Emotional well-being is deeply connected to physical health, and maintaining a peaceful mindset can support better decision-making and healthier daily habits overall. Community and relationships also play a vital role, as shared meals and social connection contribute positively to both mental and physical wellness outcomes. Biblical teachings consistently highlight the importance of fellowship, gratitude, and caring for one another, reinforcing the value of strong social bonds in daily life. Modern research confirms that individuals with strong social connections often experience better health outcomes and improved longevity compared to those who feel isolated. As you apply what you've learned, focus on progress rather than perfection, understanding that every healthy choice contributes to your long-term heart wellness. Olive oil, figs, and walnuts are more than just foods. They represent a simple, natural approach to nourishing the body with wisdom and balance. By integrating these foods into your meals, you are taking practical steps towards supporting your heart while enjoying flavorful and meaningful dietary experiences. Remember that health is a lifelong journey shaped by small decisions, consistent habits, and mindful awareness of what you eat and how you live. The combination of biblical wisdom and modern science offers a unique perspective that encourages both spiritual reflection and practical action for better living. We hope this message inspires you to explore healthier choices and appreciate how ancient wisdom can still guide modern wellness decisions effectively today. Thank you for spending this time with us, and we encourage you to continue learning, growing, and caring for your health each and every day. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more faith-inspired, science-based health insights designed especially for seniors seeking a healthier and more balanced life.